Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Let's Play Fable, the Anniversary Edition. I'm Lady Hatty, and we're on the opening screen, so I just wanted to show you, as I mentioned last time, you'll see I've got about an extra hour more than what you guys have watched. That is because I did as I said I was going to last time, and went ahead and got us just a big ol' slew of money. I didn't go anywhere that we haven't been yet. I just wandered around Bowerstone and the Heroes Guild, and pretty much bought everything from the folks there. Not weapons or items or equipment. I want to do that with you guys. So that's what we're going to do now. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I've got about 35,000 money. So we should be able to get ourselves pretty well equipped right now. I'm sorry these have all gone up without a chance for people to respond to anything. With the holiday coming up, I wanted to give myself an extra long buffer. So I hope that's okay. So in here we've got all our weapons. We have two kinds of weapons. Oh, we've got plenty of kinds of weapons, you see. We've got great hammers, great axes, great swords, and so on. There's quick items and slow weapons. So your basic sword is going to be a quick weapon, and an axe as well. You notice anything over here that has nothing getting in its way. You're just seeing money cost difference, but then when we get to the great sword here, or the hammers, you see physique level 3 required. We don't have any physique points yet, so we're going to have to stick to just quick items for now. I love the pickaxes, I just think they're neat. So that would give us plus 58 damage, or plus 80 for the master axe. So we'll probably do the master axe, because again, we can't do the great sword. In the future, I'm probably going to go ahead with a great hammer just because I love them. They make me happy. Anytime I'm playing anything and I have a chance to use a great hammer, I'm gonna. And then we've got our options for bows. This is, you also go up to master class on bows, but that's not available here. So we're going ahead and buying that. And he doesn't sell anything else, so yay! We'll be able to quick those when we leave town, because we just cannot use weapons or magic here. The guards would take everything from us right away. I can never remember the timing on this, but at some point you can get down into that cellar and get some nice gloves. But I tried waiting around for it last night and figured if it popped up I'd start the video there, but it never did, so I kind of gave up. I was waiting for a while. So we're going to head over to here to this shop and get us some clothes. You also notice my clothes are different. I accidentally sold the clothes we were wearing. So he's just wearing the base clothes for the guild. I could also wear that with the hood up, but it looks a little weird from behind. So one of the things we did get in this, because this has the expansion pack, the Lost Chapters, is hats. So that's why we got our chainmail helmet. Though I seem to recall those being in the base game. I'm not sure. But you can see over here that this clothes actually do a lot more for you than weapons do. Weapons will just change. Oh, we also have alignment to worry about, so I will go check our weapons. But you see here we have attractiveness, scariness, and alignment. So this will make us less attractive and more scary. However, it would be worth it to have when we're out fighting, but we're going to make sure to take it off when we're in town. Then we've got our shirts. You see we've got I'm going to try and go for the bright stuff when I can because of that alignment modifier. But you see, if I were to go with just plain plate, it would get a plus 200 and is both a plus 26 attractive and plus 26 scary. But I'm going to go with just plain bright leather. Though it's negative 13 attractive, it is plus 10 to alignment. Though I want to check and see if there's something better I could do for when we're in town for the attractiveness. Because that's just going to make people nicer to us. More chance of people just automatically being in love with us and stuff. No, not really. So we're just going to go with the bright leather. And there's the gloves. I could be doing this all individually, and I probably should be. Oh, nope, never mind, because in your inventory you can go through and do outfits. That's what the last icon on the right there, if you can see a vague outline of a person, but it's not going to let me in here. So we'll get the bright leather gloves, the bright leather pants, and the bright leather boots. Unless there's anything else, there's not. And again, we won't be able to get
Here's
plate
Mason
for a
the
good
Tapper.
long
He's
time.
quite a man,
Not
is
bright plate
Mace.
anyway. Oopsie, wrong menu. I will do that pretty much every time. By the time I get used to it, we will be done with the game. So we'll go ahead and put him in his bright leather for now. Yay! And over time, as we put more points into his physique, his skill points, he's going to beef up. He's going to get taller, he's going to get beefier, and the longer I play the game, he's also going to start going gray as he gets older. It really wasn't well balanced because you go gray really early in the game if you're doing a lot of running around. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here and see if we want to change his hair or his clothes or his beard at all. I don't think we can do tattoos yet. So first the hair. So bald is honestly the best option to start with if you're trying to keep people on your good side because it gives you -50 scary, so no one's going to be scared of you, which is a good thing if you're playing good, and people are going to really like you. And then beards. I don't really play with beards, so the long beard is going to do the opposite of what we want. Clean shave would be nothing, it's what we have right now. So there's really not an option that works too well for us, so I'm going to leave up all the scariness. There's enough,
You were so brave.
she's complimenting our slaying of the wasp there. And there's one last thing I want to do in town, because you might be saying, oh, but you've just updated your appearance. Well, you might recall there being this little house here, so we're going to go ahead and buy this house. So every time we come to town, we're going to get some income. And we could live here, but since we don't have a family and we're not really going to be in town all that often, we're going to go ahead and rent it out. Now you see we still have 25,000 left. If we click on this one, we can improve the decoration for 500. Do it again, and actually, I'm going to go ahead and turn this back to our marital home, just so we can see the decorations. I wish I had waited to do that. So you see, it's still, it's nice enough. It's not terribly shabby like it would have been if I'd show you right away. And we can come in and sleep here. Just me in the house, but you know, I've still got 2 single beds. It's a little weird. Yeah, they never really get houses to look quite right in these games, even as far in as Fable 3. They're still a little, like, they feel a little procedurally generated. So we're going to go ahead and level it up again. And check it out now. That's a little more fancy. We actually got a rug, got the blue color scheme. I like that cabinet. That's pretty. And up here we've got, again, with that blue color scheme, and everything matches. I'm sorry if you don't care about furnishings, you're probably already leaving the video. I swear I'm almost done. And I believe this is our last one. Yep. So now it is fully upgraded and it'll be all kinds of fancy. We now have our gold and blue color scheme, and we've got this guy. This lets us put a trophy on the wall for even more money. So every time we upgraded our house, obviously we were getting more money from our renters. And we're going to go ahead and set it back to rental. But now we have fancy canopy queen beds. Or not queen beds, single beds. So that's there's one house for sale in every real town, you know, as long as there's houses there. Oh, tell me I did not sell it. I did. That's a problem. I may have just sold my trophy. Not terribly worried about it. Like I said, I don't usually use them, but... So with that done, there is a quest over here that old players will know about. It really just is a good way to show you how to change your appearance and stuff, and is a money sink. It's not worth our time doing. It's really annoying, so we're going to go ahead and skip that one. There's not a lot of story to it or anything. We're going to get back on track here and talk to Maze.
Been enjoying all the attention, have you? Yes, I heard about your encounter with the Wasp Queen. Most of Bowerstone is talking about it, but you shouldn't let that kind of thing go to your head. Anyway, that's not why I called you here. You see, there are dark forces gathering that put your giant insect to shame. Tell me, how much do you remember of the night I took you to the guild? Of the raid on Oakvale? Not much, I wager. most terrible night. I thought those bandits had killed your whole family, and that you were going to be next. But it seems there may have been another survivor. Your sister. I'm afraid it's only a rumor, and there's no way to be certain yet, but I thought you should know. And for pity's sake, boy, make sure you replace that basic equipment while you're here.
That's my terribly basic equipment. So we're getting right back on track. Back to checking out what's going on with our family. Obviously, we're already got up with our equipment and can just head out of town. There's nothing really else to do. We can play pub games, but they're all games of chance and I'm terrible at them. I know I'm skipping over some stuff that a lot of you may have liked. I'm sorry about that. They're just things I'm either not good at or I just don't feel really add much. None of it is story-based. Like, I'm not skipping over any story-based quest. I'm not even skipping over any funny ones or anything. Actually, I believe we need to head back to the guild. The controls for getting me back there are really not terribly good, so that's why I sometimes do things like I accidentally gave gold to a guard instead of transporting back to the guild, or right there I farted instead of getting back to the guild. It's a classic game. So, we might have some experience worth using. I don't think we do. I haven't really killed anything. No, because well, actually, yes, we have a whole bunch of skill experience because I did so much selling. So we'll go ahead and put that to good use. Speed is going to be our biggest benefit right now, though a little bit of accuracy is good too. And just for when we need to buy and sell in the future, I'll take a level of Guile. And I don't think we had enough for any... No, not enough for any of the magic I want to use. I believe I went over that last time. I know, I should watch my previous videos. Felt like they were going to get rid of more of these glitchy things than they did. So, here we have our first major choice of good and evil, other than, you know, the little stuff when we were a kid. We can either protect Orchard Farm or attack Orchard Farm. We're going good, so we're going to attack the farm, or protect the farm. And we're going to see if we want to do any of the boasts. Which is nice, it just teleports us right out there. So we could do the quest naked, take no damage. Don't use weapons or any aggressive magic. Make sure no boxes or artifacts are stolen, and ensure no guards will die. So I'm not so good with the not taking any damage. I can't guarantee that one, but I'm going to go ahead and ensure that no guards will die. Make sure no boxes or artifacts are stolen. And do the quest naked, just for fun. And we will automatically have our clothes taken off when we get there, so we can wear our stuff until then. I don't really need to be doing them. You'll get enough renown just doing the basics quest, but it's fun. I figured I'd show you guys. And now that we're back on the quests, we're going to go ahead and put on our hat. If we've got enough money, I'm going to go and find this guy. Hello, sir. I would like a title. So at least for a little while, I can stop being Chicken Chaser. Until I have these videos up and you guys suggest something else. Well, we're right after Thanksgiving, so let's go ahead and be Pie Master. He's the master of pies. And now we're just following the dots on the map. You'll see a little green dot here. This guy has an escort quest for me. I'm not going to focus on that right now. I believe I missed out on something when I was here last. If I recall correctly, there should be a treasure here that I can dig up. Though the fact that my shovel's not popping up. I did pick up a spade and a fishing rod, so I can do those from now on. Nope, I guess there's not. Huh. If there's a spot that I can dig up, it will show up over at the bottom of the left menu there. And there's plenty of spots for fishing around the area. If you see something like that where there's a ripple in the water, that means there's something special there, an item, not just fish. Anytime you're close enough to water, that bottom of the left menu will again show up with, this time, the fishing hook icon, and you can go ahead and fish. The fishing minigame doesn't have a whole lot to it. I'm feeling a buzz anytime the fish is pulling back on it. Bigger items and fish will pull harder, and you can snap your lines, so you have to stop clicking when they're attacking. This is an Ages of Skill potion. The Ages potions are amazing. They give you a whole bunch of experience, and it is multiplied by how much your modifier is at the time. So you're going to want to go... I'll show you the area I suggest later, but build up a big old modifier and then use it.
So you're going to be doing some work down at Orchard Farm, are you? I knew that was your true calling.
Bitch.
I saw Lady Grey set the opposite quest in the guild yesterday. Maybe I should pick it up. I hope you've been practicing. You'll need all the experience you can get to beat me. See you later, farm boy.
So we get to fight Whisper. But we're going to have to fight our way there first. Through giant bugs. But they should be pretty easy for us because we've got our better equipment going. And when you walk through the world, you'll see people. Either just regular people or traders. And if you protect them, you'll be able to trade with them if they're traders. They'll show up green on your map as well. Otherwise, letting them die doesn't do anything for your modifier. Killing them will hurt your alignment modifier, but you can steal their stuff if you do. Just targeting people will make them like you less. You don't even have to actually attack them. And yet, even though this guy has a pack on and looks like a traitor, he's not. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear out this area since there's a lot of bugs here.
You are now renowned enough to use the sneer expression.
So as you get more renown, and as you up your alignment modifier, you will be able to do more interactions with people, which I'll show when we get to the next town. And now we have a Wellmaster's Elixir. That just gives you flat out more magic, so we'll go ahead and use that instead of a mana potion the next time we need one. Because it also fills you back up. So, killing more bees. I really don't need to kill them all. I just figure why not. And one of the things I do love about this game, if you come back here way later in the game when you've got really high experience, you're not still going to be fighting little tiny wasps. You're going to be fighting evil fairies or giant scorpions or something like that. So it does scale with what you're doing. And every enemy you kill gives you good alignment modifier, as long as they're actual enemies and not people. So here I brought up the map. So there's Greatwood Lake, Fisher Creek, Orchard Farm, and Lookout Point. Lookout Point's where we came from. Orchard Farm is where we're going, but we can't go south right now because they barricaded that road. You can take Greatwood Lake, the back way in, which is how we're going to go. But first we're going to take a detour through Fisher Creek, which is right up here. Just get a little something out of the way so we don't have to worry about it later. It's just one of those games I've played so many times. I kind of have my way of doing things. And I will try and get little quests and side stuff out of the way between quests.
Help! Help me! They're everywhere! I can't get out!
So, more wasps. I don't know why I focused on speed. I'm so used to playing Fable 2 and 3 because Anniversary does not play very well on my Xbox. And I get interrupted again.
I thank you, young lad. I ain't cast me line for so long, I got me the shakes. Been eating bait worms all week.
Couldn't have come at a worse time either. I've got me a fishing competition to organise. I tell you what, I'll give you free entry to the competition. Least I could do.
You'll be needing this here fishing rod. Made it myself.
We would have gotten a free
All
rod
you need
here,
to
so
do
that was a bit of
is
waste of money.
cast your rod over one of them ripples there.
So that's everything I just explained to you. We can not really start the fishing competition right away because it's a little halved. That dialogue there is from the Lost Chapters, but so not Lost Tales. It is the Lost Chapters, but coming here and helping him out is not. So we'll have to come right back in, and then we'll be able to do the fishing competition and fish up all the other spots here. I hope you guys don't mind fishing. So we'll just hop in and out. And there is an actual competition, so we could keep coming back with bigger and bigger fish. But I've always been able... so here, we can see that there are actual traders we can run into. So if I follow the green dot... Hello, sir. Would you like to trade?
You're sure to find something to suit you.
So he is a tattoo dude. So you can see we've got a whole bunch of different options here. The Crinden tattoos are the Superman tattoos. Those are the ones I'm going to focus on because they give you minus scariness, bonus alignment, bonus attractiveness. Same with the fire monkey, but without the minus scariness, I'm not sure if that would remove the one I just put on yet. We've got the money, we'll go ahead and do it. And neither of the armor leg tattoos would be worth it, nor the howl tattoo. So we're not going to see these unless I take off his clothes. So we'll see him when we do the quest. Go see if I can grab this other guy before he gets eaten by bees or leaves the map. Hello, sir. Do you have a moment to talk? I see you're being attacked by bees. So thankfully, if you're just swinging your weapon around with Wild Abandon, you'll only attack enemies and not traders or good people. Basically, anything that would get you a negative alignment, you won't automatically attack. So here we're actually just got a basic stuff trader. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some things, and this gives me a chance to show you how the trading exploit works. I am not going to pick up crunchy chicks. Eating them lowers your alignment. So you see I just picked up all that stuff. Well, I can go back in, sell all my health and will potions. And when I pick them back up, now he's got a huge bunch of them. He's going to sell them to me for half of what they should cost. But when I sell them back to him, I'm making a profit of 18 there and 15 here. And that's 18 and 15 on each one. So I can now, again, go back in and buy them all. So now we're back up to 25,000. I could do that with a whole bunch of stuff. Like I had to start with green apples because I didn't have a lot of money. And then you just work your way up. I like to hold on to a lot of the trade goods as well as food. Food you could just use to heal you. Whereas stuff like your grain sack and flour sack can be used to just trade for the most. And then we've got our gifts here, which will eventually be given to friends and love interests. Then we have... This menu is so bad. Then we have potions, which are, pretty obvious. And just other stuff like our fishing rod, our spade, our silver keys. That's where books go. So I try and run into them when I can. Just, honestly, we're not going to lead a lot more money than I've already got us, but... It's fun, so I'll be doing a little more trading and going the wrong way there, apparently. I feel like I also just missed something here. There's not usually these little off-crops without there being something there. I totally did. Kill that. And I'm guessing this is the spot I was thinking had the digging. Because there's definitely... There should be a spot I can dig here. The ground suggests I should be able to dig here. So that's the game letting you know. It says, back to time for bed, you are a lot. That's them saying that it's bedtime. And that lets you know it's midnight. I'm going to try digging here. There's no? Huh. Obviously, I'm going to need to pull myself up a guide and let me know where all the stuff is. That actually might be one of the clues to something that we can't dig up until we start the quests, I think. So now we'll go ahead and back to the fishing quest. I'm just going to be all kinds of distractible today, aren't I? Okay. And I'm trying not to do too much just running around fighting stuff. There's no reason for me to be over-leveled, and it really does make some of the fights less interesting. And that, true of most RPGs. The game's pretty good at guiding you through what you need to be doing, so... The money exploit should be all we need to give me a little bit of boost so I don't have to spend too long just fighting stuff and leveling us up and wasting your valuable time. Oh, here we are fishing again because there's some spots in the water here. And then we're going to go ahead and catch us a nice big fish for the fishing competition. And you can turn in any fish. It doesn't just have to be, well, there's blue fish and orange fish, but there's also special fish. And those can be turned into. They're not too terribly useful. There's the moonfish, which turns it to nighttime. I've almost never used them. Because you can sleep in an inn for just as cheap, for even cheaper, or just wait. But you know, getting a silver key there is great. And we got this one here. It's a little touchy. I know this fishing games are never the most interesting things to watch. I'll try and do these in a hurry, and I never just sit and fish for fun. I find it really annoying. And you can pick up enough stuff from people that there's no reason to be just sitting and fishing for money. I mean, it's great if you're really low on health, but by the time you fish up well, no, then again, I'm so used to having the heal spell and your mana refuels over time. So yeah, if you just sit and wait, you refuel your mana and you can get health. So we have a moonfish, which is 18 centimeters, 28 grams. So we're going to go ahead and try turning that in after I get this one because there's no reason to go fishing up other fish, as I just said. I like this view. You can see all the details on his helmet. It's kind of nice. I find it interesting what they chose to update with this game. Like, the people's faces look kind of terrifying, especially our hero here. But, like, they really made some of those little details lovely. And the water physics are, like, unnecessarily nice looking for a game where this is the most you interact with the water. Yeah, well. If we're not getting Fable 4, at least they're doing something for us to pay them more money. I don't really understand the cards, because it seems like...
Good to see you again, my young lad.
I'll finish that later.
Come to embark in our intrepid contest, have ya? The stoutest rods in Albion are hunting the waters for the biggest catch, and I'm judging the best ones. Of course, there's now one could fish 'em bigger than me in my day, but it's time for young'uns like you now. Bring your fishes, and I'll hand you your prizes, if I think they're big enough. The sign over there's got all the details on it if you want to read them. Good luck!
I'm gonna
I
go
see
straight.
your sack is heavy today, me lad. Let's take a squint, shall we?
I'm gonna go straight into turning in our fish.
Sorry, me lad, but it'll take a heavier swimmer to land you a prize. Why don't you come back when you've caught something bigger?
Yeah, I probably should have checked the sign first, so we'll do that to make sure that whatever we turn in next will get us the prizes. Pretty sure mine was bigger than 15 grams. Didn't I say it was 20 something? Maybe not. So I'll just go ahead and fish us up one time. Promise there'll be much less fishing after this. Huzzah! What we get? Alright, that looks... no, we're still only at 13 grams. Okay, well, I'll just... I should really try one more time just to get this out of the way. I'm sorry, I know this is really boring. I need to get on editing so I can get this stuff out of the way. Although, maybe you like watching this. I know there are a few games where I enjoy watching the fishing, and some where I find it the most tedious thing ever, so... Hopefully some of you out there like this. Probably not. It's just a click as fast as you can, stop when it buzzes game. That really bothers me in games when it's really just a pointless, no-skill mini-game. I mean, I guess there's some semblance of skill to this, but not really. If you're going to put in a mini-game, make it worth my time to do. And hopefully that'll be it. Otherwise, I will get a fish between episodes, because this is getting ridiculous. Okay, so that is 28 grams. That should be enough. If you'll take it.
Oh, you're back, are you? Any new aquatic vertebrates for me to weigh? Well, that's not too bad for a beginner. Here's your prize. Maybe this special rod here will help you get some bigger fish. There's more prizes to be won, you know.
Alright, so that's going to be it for now. There are 2 other prizes we can get. I will get a fish off screen. And now we can finally head over to the actual quest we're supposed to be on. After seeing if this guy's worth trading with. Hello. Hello,
You're
the
sure to
trader.
find something to suit you.
He's got clothes. Start buying a dress. We will need a dress later on. So not really. Let's see what he's got by way of a... you stupid thing. It says right trigger. Why are you not letting me switch to that?
I heard it's bad.
Let me
up
try
on
that
Orchard
again.
Farm.
Hello?
You're sure to find something to suit you.
Well, that's annoying. I guess I can't check what else he's got.
I heard it's bad. Up on Orchard
Maybe the
Farm.
other guy will have something useful.
Yeah, no problem there. You're sure to find something to suit you.
Just more tattoos. Don't think he's got anything terribly useful to me. No, just kind of more the same. The griffin's scary, so not really worth it. One's got negative alignment, negative alignment, negative
I heard
alignment.
it's bad. Up on Orchard Farm.
Didn't check that
You're
last
sure
one.
to find something to suit you.
Yeah,
I
negative
heard
alignment.
it's bad.
Okay.
Up on Orchard Farm.
And where am I going again?
Well-named time out.
We're going to Greatwood Lake, bottom left.
Well,
It's marked on my map and everything. I'm just gonna ignore these bugs. They just honestly don't cause enough trouble to be worth it. If I were playing on my own, I'd just kill everything and honestly be way over leveled by the time I fight stuff, but that's not very fun for you guys to watch, now is it?
well, that was only 'cause you carpenter. You were
Alright.
dead then.
Yeah, that's a touch more experience. So we've got one more location to go through before we get to our next quest. Sorry if things are a little dull today. I did not get much sleep last night. So up here we've got one more key. Bridge still down. I always wonder what's up there. They've done a great job with really putting a big old draw distance there so we can see that it might be interesting. And over here you see this chest that says 5 on it. That would be our first chest we'll be able to open once we get a few more keys. It tells us we have 4 out of 5, so when we get one more we'll be able to come out here and open that chest and get stuff. So who doesn't like stuff? Let's rescue this trader so I can maybe trade with him. Hello. Do you have stuff?
You're sure to find something to suit you.
Ah, he's got more hair. Warrior stripe would make us scary, as fun as that would be. Ah, Big Beard's the one I've been looking for. It looks ridiculous, but it makes us more attractive for some reason. Can't say I exactly get it, but... So yeah, that's
I
the
heard
one we're
it's
going to want
bad
to have.
up at Orchard Farm.
Because things like the foreigner mustache are scary.
Well, that was the only good thing.
There's some fun stuff back here. Yeah, there's a potion around the other side. Not sure why there's an invisible wall there.
Oh,
Well, I just let these people get killed.
dead then.
I'm a good hero.
Yeah. Well,
Occasionally there's just little stuff laying around on the ground, which is nice. So we could go up here and continue on a big long path, which would eventually get us back home to Oakvale. Or what's left of it. But we're going to go the other way, back to Orchard Farm. And we're getting a little close on time, so I think that's going to be where I'll lead you today. Next time we can start on our fun new quest. So thank you guys all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.